Hello, my name is Adam and welcome to another video. We're getting a bit festive here, a bit of tinsel behind, we've got the Grinch there. So yeah, getting in the spirit of things before the time. But today I'm here to do Vans old school review. So sort of tell you whether I think it's worth getting them or sort of how long they've lasted, that sort of thing, what they were like to actually skate in. So yeah, I'll show you a bit of skating. That'll go on for about a minute, so if you want to skip to after that, if you don't want to see me skate and just see sort of what I thought of the shoes, then you can do that. But until that point, there'll be some skating. Oh, and just very quickly before you see the skating, these are the shoes. As you can see, I've destroyed them quite a bit, but that has taken like about 4 months. I got them at the start of August. So it's taken a fair while for them to sort of break down. Yeah, so when I first started skating in them, like on the first day, it didn't really take that long for them to break in. I actually did the heel flip manual on that, and then a few of the other flatland tricks, and yeah, they took next to no time to break in. I mean, a few tricks, little bit of walking around in them first, and they were good to go. As for the board feel, being able to actually feel the board under your feet and like sort of feel where you're setting up for your tricks. I would say Lakais normally are a little bit better for that, but they don't last as long for me. And weirdly, they don't seem to like grip the board as much as you're flipping out, like sort of when you're flicking out. So it's like the Vans kind of catch and drag your flip tricks up with you, if that kind of makes sense. When it came to like the gum insoles, which were meant to be something a bit different about them, that probably did help. Like while I was jumping off of things, because when I was in some other shoes, like it literally felt like I was sponging through the shoes, and my feet were just hitting the floor. I was even getting like bruises on my feet, and I didn't get that with these shoes. So that's a big plus. As for how long they lasted and like the wear, as you can see, I kind of like quite destroy shoes, to be honest. But I get this in most shoes, but this is after a big amount of time, like 4 months. But as you can see, it's happened on both sides as well. My switch flip there, and that hole there actually did start to develop in the first skate that I had. But I'm used to just gluing over it. It's just something I always have to do because I do a lot of flip tricks. So this could be different if you were more of a transition skater or just like on ledges and that. But flip tricks are always going to take it out your shoes. So yeah, no real complaints. It's just something I'm used to. As for the bottoms of the shoe, well, shoes, they have actually lasted pretty well. I would say for 4 months with a lot of skating, it's starting to go on this foot and it is starting to go there. But like other shoes I've had, that could have happened like after a month. The Lakais, that was the thing. That was how long Lakais lasted for me, was like a month. That's why I changed from them. And also they were hurting the back of my heel, and these weren't doing that. So that's a big plus. My feet felt pretty secure in them. as you can see, I did have to change the laces at one point, but same again, this is like a common thing with me. It normally happens with most shoes that I have, so that's not really a complaint, but I would recommend that anyway. Always have spare laces because you don't know what could happen. Some people like glue the edges there, so that could be a tip for you, but personally I like to be able to undo my shoes. I know a lot of the tricks were like repeated in the video, but it was just to sort of like get across sort of how the shoes would wear out from doing mostly like heel flips and kick flips, and I tried to do them off both sides, so it was just a test to see how they'd wear out. All in all, I would recommend them, and I do think if someone's going to be like jumping off of things and stuff like that, I think the insoles are going to be a plus on that. Yeah, and overall they just feel good. But I like Vans anyway, and I mean, well, before I had the Old Skool Pros, I had just regular Old Skools, and to be fair, I skated in these for about 2 months, and I've got the hole in the side um, there, but I'm going to glue that back over, and they've still got some life in them, so I'm going to go back to these shoes after. So all in all, like I just like Vans Old Skool anyway. So whether they're pro or not, I think I'd get on with them for skating. But if you want to put the extra bit of money into getting the better insole, then that's up to you. It might save your feet if you're jumping off of things, but I'm not really planning on jumping off a lot. I'm 33, and to be fair, I just want chilled flatland skates and maybe a few ledges. So it's all good. It's up to you. I know this wasn't the best review, but I hope this can help in some ways if you're trying to make a decision. I mean, it's just my opinion. Someone else might tell you differently, but yeah, it's just what I think. Anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, there'll be videos in the future. Maybe a few more list type videos, like most unpopular tricks. If you could send me tricks that you think are the worst tricks, I'll go and try and do them all the worst tricks. That could be something. Anyway, catch you in the next one.